Welcome to our exploration of the human mind, a journey where we uncover the secrets to understanding what others think and feel. Imagine being able to peek into the hidden world of thoughts, where words are just the tip of the iceberg. In this journey, we're not just learning techniques. We're embracing a mindset inspired by the legendary wisdom of Miyamoto Musashi, a famed warrior and philosopher. His insights aren't just about battles. They're about understanding the depths of the human spirit. Now, you might wonder, why Musashi? Well, his life was a testament to the art of observation, strategy, and empathy, skills crucial for understanding others. Just like Musashi decoded his opponent's intentions in battle, we'll learn to read the subtle cues in everyday interactions. Whether you're chatting with a friend, meeting someone new, or just observing people around you, these insights will help you connect on a deeper level. To uncrats is simple yet profound. Untie to unlock the art of understanding others. It's like being a detective, but instead of solving crimes, we're unraveling the mysteries of the mind. And don't worry, you don't need to be a philosopher or a psychologist. All it takes is a bit of curiosity and an open mind. So, are you ready to embark on this exciting adventure? Let's dive into the fascinating world of human connection, guided by the timeless wisdom of Musashi. Together, we'll discover the 9 key steps to reading anyone's mind, making every interaction more meaningful and insightful. Let's begin this transformative journey. Step 1 in our journey to understanding others is active listening, a powerful tool that goes beyond just hearing words. It's about truly tuning in to what people are saying, and just as importantly, what they're not saying. This is where our inspiration from Musashi shines. Just like a skilled warrior observes every move of their opponent, we need to pay close attention to the dance of conversation. Think about it. When you're talking to someone, it's not only the words that matter. It's the pauses, the change in tone, the moments of silence. These can tell you a lot about what's going on in someone's mind. It's like listening to a song and noticing not just the lyrics, but the beats, the rhythm, and the pauses. Each element adds to the story. Active listening is more than just a skill. It's an art. It's about being present in the moment, giving your full attention to the person speaking. Notice when they choose their words carefully, or when they stop talking altogether. These moments are like clues hidden in plain sight, revealing fears, desires, and secrets. But how do you become an active listener? Start by really focusing on the person speaking. Look at them, not at your phone or around the room. Listen to their words, but also tune into the tone of their voice and their body language. It's about connecting with them on a deeper level, understanding not just what they're saying, but how they're feeling. By practicing active listening, you're not just hearing someone's story. You're feeling it. You're showing them that their words and emotions matter to you. This is the first step in truly understanding someone, a step that takes us beyond the surface and into the heart of human connection. So, next time you're in a conversation, remember to listen not just with your ears, but with your heart. Moving on to step 2, let's dive into the world of body language. This is like learning a secret language that everyone speaks, but not everyone understands. Just as a painter expresses emotions through brushstrokes, people express a lot through their movements, postures, and expressions. And here, we take another leaf out of Musashi's book, who was a master in reading his opponent's moves in battle. Body language is fascinating. It's all about the nonverbal cues that people give off, often without even realizing it. It's the way someone stands, how they move their hands, the expressions on their face. These subtle signals can tell you so much about what someone is feeling or thinking. It's like piecing together a puzzle without the picture on the box. Challenging but incredibly rewarding. Now, you might be wondering, how can I read body language? Start by observing. Next time you're talking to someone, pay attention to their gestures. Do their eyes light up when they talk about something they love? Do their shoulders tense up when they discuss something stressful? These are clues, giving you insight into their emotional state. Remember, it's not about judging or jumping to conclusions. It's about understanding. Just like Musashi would anticipate his opponent's next move, you can learn to anticipate what someone might be feeling or thinking by watching their body language, but it takes practice. The more you observe, the better you get at understanding these silent, yet powerful messages. Body language is a key part of our communication, often saying more than words ever could. By becoming more aware of these nonverbal cues, you open up a whole new dimension of understanding. It's like having a superpower where you can sense feelings and thoughts that aren't spoken out loud. So, the next time you're in a conversation, keep an eye on the body language. It might just reveal the unspoken words of the heart. Let's venture into step 3, understanding backgrounds. This step is like embarking on a journey through time, exploring the stories and experiences that shape who a person is today. Think of it as a detective uncovering the past to solve the mystery of just as Musashi's life experiences molded him into the legendary figure he became. Each person's background weaves the fabric of their current self. Every individual is like a book with a unique story. Where they come from, the challenges they've faced, and the triumphs they've celebrated. All these chapters contribute to their current mindset and behavior. To understand someone deeply, we need to appreciate their journey. It's about empathizing with their experiences, both the good and the bad. Understanding someone's background doesn't mean prying into their personal life. It's about being attentive and curious. When they mention their hometown, their family, or their past adventures, these are like pieces of a puzzle. These bits of information help you see the world from their perspective. Think about how your own experiences have shaped you. Just like you, everyone has a story that's influenced their thoughts, beliefs, and actions. By considering their background, you gain a deeper appreciation for their reactions and choices. It helps you connect with them on a level that goes beyond the surface. So how can you start understanding backgrounds? Listen to their stories, ask open-ended questions about their experiences, and show genuine interest. Remember, this isn't about being nosy. It's about building a bridge of understanding. As you learn about their past, you'll find that you're not just understanding them better, you're also forming a stronger, more empathetic connection. In the spirit of Musashi, who was shaped by every duel and every encounter, let's learn to appreciate the diverse journeys that shape the people around us. It's through understanding these backgrounds that we can truly begin to understand the person in front of us today. King's Court of our journey. Cultivating empathy. This is where we learn to not just understand, but truly feel what others are experiencing. It's like walking in someone else's shoes, even if just for a moment. Empathy is the heart of connecting with others, and it's a quality that even a warrior like Musashi valued in understanding his adversaries. Empathy is all about connecting with the emotions of others. It's seeing beyond the surface and feeling the joys, the pains, the fears, and the hopes that someone else is experiencing. This doesn't mean you have to agree with everything they say or feel the same way. It's about acknowledging their feelings as valid and real. But how do you cultivate empathy? It starts with an open heart and an open mind. When you're talking with someone, really listen to what they're saying. Try to imagine how they're feeling. If they're sharing a happy memory, let yourself feel a bit of that joy. If they're discussing something difficult, try to understand the weight of their emotions. Empathy also means being present. It's easy to get distracted by our own thoughts and worries, but when you're with someone, give them your full attention. This shows that you truly care about their feelings and experiences. It's a powerful way to build trust and deepen your connection. Remember, empathy is a skill, and like any skill, it takes practice to get better at it. The more you try to empathize with others, the more natural it will become. You'll start to notice things you didn't before, not just what people say, but how they say it and what they might be feeling. In essence, cultivating empathy is like nurturing a garden. It takes patience, attention, and care, but the results are worth it. A deeper, more meaningful connection with those around you. So, let's take a page from Musashi's book and strive to understand not just the actions, but also the hearts of those we encounter. By doing so, we open ourselves up to a world of deeper understanding and richer relationship. Now, let's explore step 5 in our journey, learning from friendships. This step is all about understanding the power of the company one keeps. Just as a mirror reflects your image, a person's friends can reflect aspects of their personality. It's like seeing a different side of the story through the eyes of others. And just as Musashi understood the importance of alliances, we too can gain insights by observing the friendships around us. Friendships are like windows into a person's world. They can tell us a lot about what someone values, enjoys, and even how they interact with others. When you meet someone's friends, you often see a new side of them. You might notice how they act in a group, how they treat their friends, and how their friends treat them. These interactions are clues to understanding their character and values. But how do you learn from friendships without intruding? It's simple. Just observe and listen. When you're with someone and their friends, pay attention to the dynamics. Are they supportive, playful, or competitive with each other? These nuances in their interactions can reveal a lot about the person's qualities and preferences. It's also interesting to see how people might change when they're with different friends. We all wear different hats in different situations, and understanding this can give you a more complete picture of who someone is. It's like piecing together a puzzle. Each friendship adds another piece to the image. Remember, the goal here is not to judge, but to understand. Friendships are complex and multifaceted, just like the people in them. By appreciating these relationships, you can develop a deeper and more nuanced understanding of the people around you. In essence, learning from friendships is about observing and appreciating the social tapestry of a person's life. It's about seeing the influence of relationships in shaping who they are. So as you continue your journey of understanding others, keep an eye on the friendships they cherish. Just like Musashi valued his allies, we can learn much from the alliances others form in the great battle of life. On our path to understanding others. Observing presentation. This step is about noticing how people choose to present themselves to the world. Just as a painter chooses colors and strokes to express their vision, people express themselves through their clothing, style, and demeanor. It's like a visual language that tells a story about who they are, similar to how Musashi's appearance reflected his discipline and mindfulness. Think of presentation as the outward expression of a person's inner world. The clothes someone wears, how they style their hair, even the way they walk and stand. All these elements combine to give us clues about their personality, mood, and sometimes even their life story. It's like each person is an artist, and their appearance is their masterpiece. So, how do we learn from observing someone's presentation? Start by paying attention to the details. Is their style bold and colorful, or more subdued and practical? Does their posture convey confidence, or do they seem more reserved? These observations can give you insights into their preferences, emotions, and even aspects of their identity. But remember, it's not about judging or making assumptions based on appearance. It's about understanding and appreciating the diversity of self-expression. Everyone has their unique way of presenting themselves, and each choice is a piece of the puzzle that makes up who they are. Observing presentation is also about recognizing changes. Maybe someone who usually dresses very formally is suddenly wearing casual clothes. Such changes can be signs of shifts in mood, lifestyle, or even significant life events. It's like watching a story unfold, with each chapter revealed through their appearance. In the spirit of Musashi, who was always mindful of his own presentation, let's practice observing the outward expressions of those around us. By doing so, we can gain a deeper appreciation of the individuality and complexity of each person we meet. Observing presentation is not just about seeing. It's about understanding the visual language of personality. Now, let's move to step 7, a crucial one in our journey: suspending judgments. This step is about setting aside our own opinions and biases to truly understand others. It's like clearing your lens to see the world more clearly. Much like Musashi approached each duel with an open mind, free from preconceptions, we too must learn to interact with others without letting our judgments cloud our view. Suspending judgments doesn't mean you ignore your thoughts or feelings. Instead, it means you don't let them get in the way of seeing someone for who they truly are. It's about giving people a fair chance without being influenced by stereotypes or past experiences. Think of it as stepping into a conversation with a blank slate, ready to be written on. But how do you actually suspend judgments? Start by being aware of them. We all have them, and that's okay. The key is to recognize these thoughts when they arise and then consciously set them aside. Remind yourself that there's always more to a person than meets the eye, and stay curious to discover what that is. It's also about empathy. Try to understand where the other person is coming from. Their experiences, background, and beliefs might be very different from yours, and that's what makes each interaction unique. Remember, understanding doesn't always mean agreeing. It's about acknowledging the diversity of perspectives and experiences. Suspending judgments opens up a world of possibilities. It allows you to connect with people on a deeper level and learn from them. It's like turning the pages of a book without knowing the genre. You're open to being surprised, moved, and enlightened in ways you didn't expect. In the spirit of Musashi, who is known for his ability to adapt and understand his surroundings, let's practice approaching each new encounter with an open mind. By suspending our judgments, we allow ourselves to be more present, more understanding, and more connected with those around us. It's a step that can transform not just how we see others, but how we see the world. Now, we reach our final step on this insightful journey. Step 9. Direct communication. This step is about the power of clear and honest conversation. Much like a skilled warrior uses straightforward strikes, we can use direct questions to cut through the noise and really understand what's on someone's mind. It's about getting to the heart of the matter, the way Musashi would get to the core of his battles with precision and clarity. Direct communication is all about asking straightforward questions that encourage openness and honesty. It's not about beating around the bush or making assumptions. Instead, it's about being clear and respectful in your curiosity. Think of it as shining a light on the areas you want to understand better. But how do you practice direct communication? Start by being genuinely curious about the person you're talking to. If there's something you want to understand, ask them directly. For example, if you're curious about how they feel about a certain topic, ask them, "How do you feel about this?" It's simple but effective. Remember, being direct doesn't mean being insensitive. It's important to ask your questions with kindness and respect. It's not just about what you ask, but also how you ask it. Approach the conversation with an open heart and a willingness to listen, not just to get answers, but to truly understand the person's perspective. Direct communication can open doors to deeper understanding and stronger connections. It shows that you value honesty and are interested in truly knowing the person. It's like unlocking a treasure chest of insights that would otherwise remain hidden. In the spirit of Musashi's straightforward approach, let's embrace the power of direct communication. By asking clear and thoughtful questions, we invite others to share their thoughts and feelings openly, paving the way for genuine understanding and connection. It's the final, crucial step in our journey to reading minds, bringing us closer to the true essence of those we interact with. As we come to the end of our journey, let's take a moment to reflect on what we've learned. We've explored 9 powerful steps, inspired by the wisdom of Miyamoto Musashi, to help us read and understand the minds of those around us. And from active listening to observing body language, understanding backgrounds, cultivating empathy, learning from friendships, observing presentation, suspending judgments, employing logical thinking, and practicing direct communication. Each step has brought us closer to the heart of understanding others. But remember, understanding others is more than just a skill. It's a journey. It's about building connections, fostering empathy, and opening our minds to the diverse tapestry of human experiences. Like Musashi, who mastered the art of the sword, we too can master the art of understanding, using our hearts and minds to connect with others on a deeper level. As you go forward, take these lessons with you. Practice active listening in your conversations. Observe the subtle cues in body language. Appreciate the backgrounds that shape people. Cultivate empathy. Learn from the friendships they cherish. Pay attention to how they present themselves. Suspend your judgments, think logically, and communicate directly. Remember, each person you meet has a unique story, a unique perspective. By using these steps, you open yourself up to a world of deeper understanding and richer connections. You become not just a listener, but a true companion on the journey of life. So, as we conclude, let's embrace these steps not just as techniques, but as a way of living. A way that brings us closer to others, breaking down barriers and building bridges of understanding. In the spirit of Miyamoto Musashi, let us be warriors of compassion and understanding, navigating the intricate landscape of human interaction with grace and wisdom.